Hope. Get up each morning to pray. Prayer really makes the rest of the day go a lot better. Eric had a wonderful meditation. So turns out he's like, yeah, I did the 4,000, and he's like, yeah, I could like feel the bread when they were passing it out, and like it was like I was there, you know. And he just kept saying it was like I was there, you know, and it was just absolutely incredible.
But one thing that apparently that I enjoy the most, that I can already felt, is having breakfast together with the guys.
Yes, Father, Lord, you Lord, a new day for food, sleep. Amen.
Plus Charles, he goes out.
I'm at work from like 8 to 5. You know, even though like, you know, I'm kind of, you know, pressed with time, it's worth a whole lot for that half an hour, and you know, just make the whole day like just seems more enjoyable.
The company convention, all the preparations.
Yep.
Lord God, Lord,
Now and forever. Amen.
We all have the same goal of becoming one with each other and becoming one with God. They're not just the same people I see every day. No, these are the people that are laying their lives down right next to me on the street every day. People who know God really well, and I want to learn from them. And I know that God's in them, so I want to love them like God does.
The way that we live poverty is really helpful to our building friendships, I find. There are not very many distractions in our common life. Like, there's no television, movie watching. The open time is usually what happens is we still end up together and talking. And so there's just always so much to talk about and share about, because there's always stuff happening.
None of us own very much. You don't need to worry about a lot of things. The day's broken up into prayer and missionary work, and to hang out with all your friends all the time. We get some time to do scripture each day.
Oh, to walk through those Galilean hills, place our feet where he trod. Oh, to see his work fulfilled. We can be friends of God. We can be friends of God.
What did we do yesterday?
Woo!
Whoa.
We have 9 people at the women's group.
Oh my gosh.
Boy, you know, it's full of surprises. You walk into the kitchen and all of a sudden there's a bag of produce that you hadn't seen before. You know, part of it's predictable. I get to go to Aldi's every week, and we do the Panera pickup, and that we have to be there by 9 to take all this beautiful bread and toss it in this garbage bag and hand it to us.
I do finances for the missionary household. We get donations at our door, and we get donations to the Growth Fund of the People of Praise, and we tent make, which is part-time or full-time work. The Growth Fund pays for all of our health insurance and car insurance and our loans, so they pay a minimum amount for our loans, the things that really free us up to be able to do missionary work. Every week we go food shopping, and we spend roughly $50 for 12 to 14 people for the whole week. And if we have more money than the following month's expenses, we give it away through alms money or tithe.
we pray, give us this day our daily bread, and we address that to the Lord. But there's also, we want to buy a house on the south side, and there's, we need money in the growth fund to do that.
After having done it for a year, it's just clear that it's silly to worry about it. The Lord is definitely going to show up, and we always have what we need and when we need it.
In the friendship I speak of, the souls mix and work themselves into one piece with so perfect a mixture that there is no more sign of a seam by which they were first conjoined. Paul and his friend shared their lives with each other. They didn't keep anything from each other, even their sorrows. Paul loved his friend so much that he even wanted to share his friend's suffering. Paul's commitment set his friend free. God's love didn't have to be constrained. Because of Paul's love, God's could shine into the world. He could reveal his mind and heart. In this relationship, God experienced unbounded life and freedom to be himself.
Well, we share what the Lord told us.
I was thinking about this summer, and it was a real joy to go out with y'all. And it went by really quick. Yeah, we love you guys. It was great to be out there with you guys. I want to do it again.
Yeah, you're here.
Amen. Charles, Chris, and Claire will go out in the black Camry. I will go with y'all. And Dave and Kathy.
If we go up to a door and we're not friends and we're not loving each other, we don't have anything to speak from. We might as well turn around and go home. Really, what we're talking about should come from our friendship and our love for one another and God.
I was talking to this one guy at one point, and he was saying, you don't know what these streets are like, man. You don't know what it's like to live in this neighborhood. And I said, I do live in this neighborhood. I live on Union. And he was like, oh, well then you do know what it's like.
The lifestyle is much simpler than I'm used to, and so I really like that part of it.
How's Ruth doing?
Oh, she's doing well.
She's Ruth.
Yeah.
We are not focusing on what we're eating. We're focusing on, a lot of times we'll be sharing about the people we met doing mission work. And it's so interesting that you don't notice that you don't have salt and salad dressing and things like that. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. You may notice it, but it doesn't matter, because what we're talking about is so interesting. It's like there's a song that says something like, "Let every word from you be our food," something like that.